Hey, this your girl Ashley, and I want to talk about the death penalty. It is a very controversial opinion on the death penalty. The famous quote from William Shakespeare: "To be or not to be fried." I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. They don't even fry people like that anymore. They inject, but I don't know. To say they're getting put to sleep, I don't know. That don't sound as good as getting crisp, getting baked. So yeah, the controversial topic of the death penalty. Should there be a death penalty or not? I've always been on the fence about the death penalty because at first I was all for it, and I was like, yeah, eye for an eye, definitely, fry him up. But I don't know, like, I started to change my mind and to think like, maybe that's not the best idea to do the death penalty. Honestly, I'm here for that cruel and unusual punishment. I'm here for it. I'm here for it because I don't know. Sometimes I think like sometimes the death penalty is like an easy way for them to get out, but some of them don't want it. Some of them do, but I know none of them want to be tortured. I know that for sure. I know they don't want to get tortured like the medieval times. Maybe they had all type of devices. I said, oh no, I'm glad I didn't live back then. That's nuts. But yeah, the history of it is, I made a whole presentation because I'm so into the death penalty. Like, it's just fascinating how many different ways they just found to kill you. And I'm like, okay. Because they had like all types of things. They had like a bull. That was the most famous one that sticks to my mind. It's like they stick you like a little bull, but like you rotating on a stick, like with a fire underneath you. Not how crazy that is to think about that. And they have like this one device. It's like a coffin, but it got nails in it. So when you get in there, like you just get closed in. I was like, who would think about stuff like that? Like being on a horse. Well, they get like two horses, and then they rope tie you, and then they just go off in separate directions and like split you open. And I'm like, ugh, who thought of this stuff? Like, seriously, who really thought about this stuff? Because we need you to come back real quick. Because no, I don't think that the death penalty is, I don't know. They say they do it to deter, punishments and crimes, but it don't really help. It don't really does the job that it needs to do. That's why I'm all here for the cruel and unusual punishments, because put them in a bull. I bet they don't want to be in that bull. Yeah, I don't know. You gotta see the way it just slowly rotates. But anyway, yeah, so over the years, I just haven't been an advocate for the death penalty. But as soon as I see like one of them serial killers or somebody that like hurts a kid, I'm like, yeah, fry them up. So that's why I'm on the fence, because like some people really do. They need something. They need something in place of the death penalty. And I'm like, well, either way, we're paying for it. We're paying for them to die, or we're paying for them to be in prison for life. So I thought that prison in life was a good enough sentence, but they escaped that too. So I'm like, yeah, like they die. I'm like, who told you to die? Serve out your 65 sentences. Come on now. Who told you to die? That's not okay. So yeah, and then I still gotta pay for them to be in prison for the rest of their life. And I'm like, that's not where I want my tax dollars to be. So I'm like on the fence. Like, do I want my money to put them in prison for life or just kill them? But yeah. And then if you ever heard like the horror stories of the death penalty, like going wrong, that's why I was kind of against it as well, because of the horror stories of like the death penalty going wrong. I was like, oh, not they tried to fry somebody and it didn't work. What's next? But yeah, I did read that one case. They tried to fry this young black man up. Didn't work. So then they was like, what you doing? We gonna fry you again. I said, wow. They fried him and they killed him. I said, well, ain't that something? I don't know, like, Cause I don't know. Cause like with the hanging, your rope can break. Fireman squad, what if it just don't kill you? I thought that was kind of cool. See, I don't know what I thought Fireman squad was supposed to be. I didn't know that. Wait. So I thought that the fireman squad was like everybody firing at one time. I didn't know it was Russian roulette. I did not know it was Russian roulette. I thought they just started firing all at one time. Yeah, and they just kill you that way. I don't know. But yeah, I don't like the good association with the lynching and the hanging out. No, we not back in those old times when they be like, oh, she's a witch, kill them. They black, kill them. I'm not, no. But yeah, I don't know. I thought Fireman Squad was pretty cool, but other than that, I'm like, ugh. Cause like the electric chair seems so like terrifying. Like if you ever seen the movie Greenbound, they forgot to wet the sponge on top. Botched it. Absolutely crazy. Now you gotta sit there looking at them having a seizure, and I'm like, whooped it, like, ugh. And then like, yeah, so that's like a botched that. And then like the injections that they do, they botched those too. So now you got a fat bump right here because they messed up your execution. And then they were like, where you going? We gonna find a vein. We gonna do something. I'm like, oh God, okay. You wanna choose another method or just, okay. I just be like, I just on the fence, but I want them to try something new. I don't know. Maybe it might just be like they need to come up with something new, something to do with them, because I don't know. Maybe escaping too easily for me. Death, ugh. He just died like 3 to 4 years into their sentence, and I'm like, no. You need to slowly cook like your victims did. And then what kills me is the serial killers be begging it, pleading not to get the death penalty. But I'm like, was you like that with your victims when you killed them? I didn't think so. Go roast them. They be like, in exchange, we'll give you life sentences. And I'm like, ugh, that's not good enough. That's not good enough. If they don't want it, give it to them. If they want it, don't give it to them. Like, let's do some reverse psychology. I don't know. But yeah, the death penalty for me, I don't know. Some gotta change. Some gotta go. I don't know, but some gotta change because it's not doing the job that it needs to do. Like people think it does, but it really doesn't. Like people still out here murdering, killing, raping kids. Like they're still out there doing that. How can we make it, you know, not so many of those people? What can we do? Because I really want to know. Because I'm interested in something other than the death penalty. It makes, I don't know. No, I don't like seeing another human die because they killed someone else. It just, I don't know. It just feels like everybody's just so affected. So let's find something else to make it fair for both parties. Well, not to say like the defendant. I'm saying like with torture. Like their family would be happy because I think a lot of people want to see them get tortured. But like, and then the defendant doesn't like being tortured. So let's torture him. Or just find other methods. But after the torture, I don't know. I don't know what to do upon that. But yeah. Oh, or maybe they should get tortured and then killed. That sounds so mean and evil, like they are. But I don't know. We gotta do something with these people because some gotta work.